Yo, my name is Norjay Bear, and I just want to thank everybody for subscribing to my YouTube channel and also for sharing it. I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm gonna be looking to the right a lot because it's my first YouTube video ever. So basically, I typed everything I was gonna say. A lot of people do not know what lupus is. Then you have a lot of people who kind of know what it is. So basically, lupus is a systematic autoimmune disease that occurs when your body's immune system attacks your own tissues and its own organs. Inflammation caused by lupus can affect many different body systems, including your joints, your skin, your kidneys, your blood cells, your brain, your heart, and your lungs. It's really four different types of lupus. So, like, you have CLE. This form of lupus is limited to skin. It can cause rashes. Then you have DLE. It's caused by certain prescription drugs. Then you have NL. It's an uncommon autoimmune disease. Then you have SLE, which affects your skin, your joints, your kidneys, your brain, and your other organs. I have SLE, so right now it affected my kidneys, my heart, my joints, and my skin. But you can't really tell with my skin right now, but it affected it, trust me. I got diagnosed 2 years ago with lupus, but this is not my first disease. Being sick really isn't new to me. Before I even found out I had lupus, I got diagnosed with ITP, which is a platelet deficiency disease, which means that anytime my platelets were low, the littlest thing like my sock or brushing my teeth could cause endlessly bleeding or blood clots. One time I was hospitalized for an 18-hour nosebleed. During that time, I was getting a blood and platelet transfusion at the same time. This was all happening in 2014. It definitely took a toll on my life, especially once I got to college. I kept getting nosebleeds after nosebleeds. I was passing out. I kept throwing up blood clots. I was bruising easily by like the slightest touch. It was kind of bad. Having ITP caused me to have a lot of infusions though. Throughout my life, it was mostly like blood and iron infusions. At times it got scary. I got discouraged. I had moments where I just wanted to just give up, but my support system and my doctors and God really kept me strong. I was 17 going through all of this, to be honest. This is something I really couldn't understand. I was trying to figure out if it was something I've done or why I had to do it. It was really no answers to everything I was asking, but my doctor came to me one day and told me that it was a surgery we could possibly do to help with my ITP symptoms and etc. I would have to get my spleen removed. I was so confused. I was shook. I really kind of thought that you needed your spleen to live. The only downfall about losing your spleen, though, was, in my eyes, the infections you could get was 10 times easier than how weak your immune system was from all of it. But once we did the splenectomy, my life started going back to normal a little bit. I wasn't passing out anymore. I didn't have nosebleeds, and I still haven't had a nosebleed since 2015, and it's 2019 now. Also, going through all of that, it caused me to have thyroid problems. While all of this was going on, I was still trying to play basketball, and it kept getting harder and harder for me to do so. I really didn't understand why at first, and I still don't understand why to this day. But when I was in Tallahassee, in Florida, and I was literally like doing all the normal things, I was looking normal, how I look now, and literally out the blue, my face, it just like swole up on me. Like out the blue, it just swole up. So at first, I was thinking like maybe I washed my clothes with the wrong thing or some soap on my face, like I was gonna break out or something. And I definitely didn't know what it was. I really thought it was like an allergic reaction. But then as time passed, my face, it just kept swelling. So I began to feel like I had a cold, but I would never cough. I just had the fevers and the chills, really. And then time kept going by, and then I had like the body aches. And I just was confused because I was like, this is not an allergic reaction because you don't get sick like that, like for the longest. So then I finally decided to call my mom and my aunt on FaceTime, and I showed them my face. So like as soon as I did that, they was like, "Go to the hospital." They thought I had an allergic reaction too. So I went to the hospital. They took all my blood. And then they was like running tests over and over again, like to see like what was going on. So like a couple hours passed, then they came to me and was like, your platelet count is deadly low. It was like at a 4. So I called my parent immediately, and I was like, yo, mama, like, I'm finna die. Like, if somebody, like, flick me, like, I'm gone. So literally, my aunt came the next day, and she came to get me. So I got back to Tennessee, and we set up a doctor's appointment with my hematologist. So literally, like, 2 weeks and going to the doctor, like, every other day, he finally discovered that I had lupus. And I was the first one on both sides of my family to have it that we know of right now. Getting that news, it was hard. I think it really affected my mom more than it affected me at first. But once I found out, like, I like sat down when I went home and just thought about like what I had, because I was Googling things. It really hit me out the blue, and it affected me in like the worst way. But talking to people and going to the doctor and like listening to like how we could work this out and like things that we could do so I won't be so bad and not feel bad like every day, it kind of helped me understand like I'm gonna be okay. But that's not for everybody, like, because I still have my days. I'm gonna always have my days of why me. But that's all for today, because I just really wanted to give you like a background of what was going on so I can save like some more for my other videos. But I thank everybody again for subscribing and for sharing my YouTube video. And I hope that you keep like staying tuned on what I'm going to talk about, because it's going to be more. Like, I have so much to tell you guys. But thank you again, and I'll see you next time.